honestly, guys like me can't leave soon enough for this hobby.
So look, guys, I know we're kind of late to the party with all this, but I think this is like the perfect place to wrap up. So this is like, to me, this is like the end of the whole OGL saga, and will we do the quick rundown of the OGL saga? I mean, everyone knows what happened.
Yeah.
Well, it got leaked by a Kickstarter. Wizards was like, no, this was a draft. Then why did you give it to Kickstarter? You don't try and lie about that. So anyway, a lot of people garned. Then they were like, no, we changed it, and then it turns out they really hadn't changed anything. And anyway, it worked out in the end. So after what, like about 2 months, like about a month and a half, finally, Wizards was like, okay, look, can we just forget this ever happened, guys, please?
They literally
And
got caught with their hand in the cookie jar. Like, those are our cookies, you fuck. Like, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry.
oh
I'm sorry.
no. So that's the thing. That's the thing. Um, everyone's patting themselves in the back, and the thing that I see is a lot of people are running off to Pathfinder and all this.
More like jerking their own dicks, but whatever.
Yeah, well, that's pretty much true. Now the thing is, for a lot of people that aren't actually all that aware, Paizo isn't much better than Wizards. Just putting that out there, guys. Just gonna put that out there. But look, I suppose under new management and all that jazz, you know that meme. So anyway, Wizards has been getting a really rough time, and I was like, whenever it all happened, I was like, well, it couldn't get much worse, could it? Well, that's where you're wrong. The thing is, this.
That's where you're wrong, white man.
Yeah, white man. Yeah. So the reason why I've got the video up is because a lot of people say that it's been taken out of context. It's not the. So I'm just gonna play it. So like, if you go your head, I'll link to the video down below. It is. I'm not familiar with this show, by the way, at all. I've never heard of it before. I've never watched it, honestly.
What, three black halflings? You don't watch three black halflings every day?
No,
White
I'm
boy?
not. Well, no. Well, the thing is, even the people on this are kind of looking at him like, what are you talking about? What's going on? You know what I mean? Even they're like, hold up a minute here. Watch them. It's actually quite funny. So, look, I'm just gonna hit play, and you guys can hear yourself. If this is new to you, you can just hear for yourself. If you already know what's going on, well, you know exactly what he says anyway, so who cares? So let's just hit play, will we?
Men,
Okay.
you will also
So-
see a lot of
Cis men, see the second you hear that from anyone, it's like, you know you're
A
not
fucking
gonna-
red flag, yeah.
Yeah, cis men, this. Well,
Cis men.
Cis anything, it's like, you can't use words.
Sisman and turfs.
Yeah, you just can't use the word like normal or just like heterosexual or whatever. You know what I mean? Everything has to have a label. You know what I mean? It's like, man, I really wish I was like, I could like, I'm heterosexual, but I need a label for myself because I just need a label, guys. I'm sorry.
I don't have a label, how will they know what I am by a single conversation?
Oh my god. Anyway, so like, let's just see. Let's see. So anyway,
primary authors on sources. These are folks who are coming up through the ranks and proving themselves and earning their respect, not because of who they are, but because of how they are as professionals, which is
press extra. People in Wizards knowing anything what they're doing.
That's cute.
Yeah.
For what they've done, who they are. Oh, right. Is that right?
Is
for not for who they are, but for what they do. He just said before, cis white men. So yeah. Okay, bud. Okay, dear feller, whatever you say.
It would be so nice. Like, the thing is, like, I've said this before with Wizards. All they need to do is just make fun adventures, make good books, but they just can't. The thing is,
They have to spread the message.
Well, what I believe, what it really is, the problem Wizards has is we live in an age where it's kind of like. Do you remember, like, for like normie tube? Do you remember people like making videos of why I left BuzzFeed? Because anyone that had like a somewhat decent personality that could hold together a YouTube channel left. Why would you work for Wizards? Why would you work for BuzzFeed? Whenever, if you're a good writer, you'll be able to do just fine working for yourself. That's the biggest issue. People don't need Wizards anymore to be writers. I think the people that they have as leaders.
I don't
be
need
scared.
you. You need me.
Well, here, look, you're doing pretty well for yourself, Garbo, I must say. Your
Yeah.
Kickstarter
Well,
is amazing.
to be fair, I have one guy who's going full big dick mode. He's put $4,000 in this fucking Kickstarter by himself.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh
Like
my
I'm
God.
talking to him. I'm like, hey, bro, are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. I'm like, well, are you sure though? He's like, yeah, I'm sure. Don't worry.
Oh my God. Look, anyway, let's see what this guy has to say. Right. So it gets worse.
Yeah,
Kind of
let's see what
respect,
this
right?
guy
You
has to
don't want to be
say.
respected because you're the diversity hire. You want to be respected because you're awesome at your job, and that's happening more and more. Look, guys like me, we're leaving the workforce.
Guys like me.
All right. Okay. So this is where it gets interesting. So a lot of people are trying to make it out that
No, he didn't mean white people. He means like, guys like him. Male, white. Come on.
See, the thing is, see, whenever I first heard this story, I just straight up said, "Who cares?" Because this is what Wizards has been saying for literally years at this point. What difference does an employee have? Now, the thing is, this guy's not just any employee. He's not just like a random writer.
He's an executive producer.
Like, he's second in command in all of Okay, so let's divide it up. So you've got Yuan Williams, who's the head of Wizards of the Coast, and then beneath her are the people that are in charge of, say, like D&D, the people in charge of Magic the Gathering. All the different branches.
And we're also not. This is not the face of the hobby anymore.
Okay,
I'm not
face
the
of hobby.
majority of this hobby anymore.
Okay.
And so it's important to me that my team of creators look like my players and have the lived experience that my players do. And I think there's been mistakes made in years past where people assumed that D&D players were all, white dudes in a basement, which has been a faulty assumption for a.
This is where everyone knows who he's talking. He's talking about white people. All right. There's no out of context. He is talking about white people.
Look,
So
I'll link to it down below. You guys can watch the full thing. If you want to.
Here's a question to you: if you're in Nebraska and want to play D&D, you only got white people to play D&D with.
I live in Northern Ireland. There's literally only white people. Well, to be fair,
There's a black Irish. You know what I'm saying, man?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, you know what, Garbo? I am sick of this. See, with Americans, I myself am unironically a minority in where I am. I'm not even joking. I live in the most Protestant area of Northern Ireland. It's like
religious minority.
Yeah, no, I'm not even joking. It's like 90% Protestant where I live. You know what I mean? I live in the most Protestant area of Northern Ireland. I'm Catholic, so there you guys go. Minority points, am I right, guys? No, it doesn't work like that. I don't think it does anyway. I'm not sure. Do Catholics count as minorities? I don't know. I don't think I would get any points for that. But anyway, look, so pretty much the new face of D&D, they need to get rid of all the white people. That's what they've been saying for a while. Now, again, this, to me, is I don't really care that much about this because, again, it's Wizards. So, what do you really expect? But what's amazing about it is...
Okay.
Why do people? What's going on? What's going on? Why are people still going for this? And honest to God, let's be serious. See with the whole OGL stuff, I know a lot of people who really had their heart set on it. I haven't seen much change, if I be honest with you. I haven't seen many people move across. I'm still seeing people create 5e content because they think it's safe. It's all over. You know what I mean? And what can you do about this?
So I have an alleged direct transcript. Now I'm going to read this in my voice. People understand what it means because people try to paint. Oh, he doesn't. So this is like devoid of corporate speak.
All right.
So let's see here. More this guys who look like me. We're leaving the workforce, to be blunt, and we're also not this. This is not the face of the hobby anymore. So he's talking about white people.
Yeah.
I'm not the majority of this hobby anymore. So he's like me, white man. That's what he means. And it's important to me that my team of creators looks like.
I'm very I'm holier than thou because I care about I care about these people.
I can hear James. I'm not white. I'm Irish. So like hovering above us all.
Honestly, so my biggest thing is normally I would not be like this at all. Normally if I would never advocate for someone to get fired. I would never. I don't really like it. I think that's part of cancel culture. But the guy's literally saying it himself. He's literally saying he's not
Well,
the face.
what he's doing is he's being blatantly racist. That's what he's doing. He's looking through a racial lens.
That's impossible. That's called reverse racism. You see, you need to remember this. It's impossible to be racist to white people. It doesn't exist.
James, suck my dick. All right? Here's a little bit more. So it's important to me that my team of creators look like my players. Cool.
Okay,
You're in Nebraska. It's all white folks. Are you suddenly not allowed to play D&D?
Like, see, the thing is, I don't, like, look, see, the thing is, just by talking about this, it's almost as if, do you have a problem then with people of color? Sounds very racist. It's like, no, no, but let's be serious. Have you ever looked at a convention, like a photo of a convention? It's overwhelmingly white nerdy males between the ages
I get
of,
that, but there's no fucking
50.
sign on the door. There's no sign on the door saying no blacks at a fucking convention. It's just the fact that mostly white dudes played the game. There is no fucking D20 gate. All right, there's no blacks or Latinos allowed. White men. There's no sign saying that anywhere. It's just the fact that you guys didn't want to play the fucking game because it's like no. It is a subcultural reason in the American culture, but culture and like subculture, like cowboy, inner city, whatever. There's all these little subcultures, and unfortunately, the other subcultures like fucking bullied people for playing D&D in that subculture.
I think the thing is people forget. See, in like the 90s and 90s, being called a nerd would be considered like a serious insult.
Nerd or a geek.
I think people really do forget, and even the idea of
don't forget your roots.
See, an adult playing a PS1 was considered that's pathetic. You know what I mean? That would be considered pathetic back then. A fully grown adult playing a PS1.
Now here's something spicy that some folks aren't going to like, but it's the truth you need. All right, the only people gatekeeping blacks and Latinos from D&D were other blacks and Latinos. Wasn't us. Now I know people are like, oh, God, no, it's true. All right, because I played with black guys. I've played with Latinas and Latinos. The only folks gatekeeping minorities, I guess you can call minorities, or people of color from D&D are other people of color. That's the only thing gatekeeping y'all from playing the game. Now, I'm glad y'all are finally breaking past that barrier. It's good to have you here. Welcome to the meme sphere. Yeah. But there's no one keeping you out. There's no game store that says whites only on the fucking door because that's fucking ridiculous. But these people seem to think that these folks seem to think that seem to have this hick in that it's a store full of Nazis. There's no whites only fucking card tables. There's no it's Magic only or Pokemon only because that's games, but it's not there's no racial segregation going on in the fucking game store. No one gives a fuck about what color you are because you're not playing a black man. You're playing a fucking a tanned elf named Cimmerillion or some shit.
Yeah, honestly, I just feel like now is a time for us as a collective to do the right thing and just step back.
Boycott Garbro.
Just step back. Honestly, I think. This to me, how can you have so many fuck ups with Wizards? That whole OGL, that to me, if the OGL doesn't turn people off it, I don't know what will. From what I've seen, there's still people playing. People haven't changed systems where I am. I'm in a lot of local game store discords, and everyone's still playing 5e. Now, a lot more stores have bought in new books. They've bought in Vampire, they've bought in... I think they brought in Wrath and Glory. I told them don't get Wrath and Glory because it's absolutely pathetic. Get Dark Heresy instead.
Absolute dog shit. Don't buy that game, bruv.
No, it is. It's just horrible. Honestly, I would say check it out, but don't waste your fucking time, man. Honestly, you just play Dark Heresy instead. Anyway, I don't think the normie sphere, when it comes to role-playing games, it hasn't changed. I think people are still picking up and they're still playing. And okay, maybe they're not buying Wizards products; they are continuing to buy third party. But again, the people that are like, and I would count myself included in this issue. I sell 5e products. I don't see myself ever making any new 5e products, but I'm not going to take them off because I did spend time and I did work on them. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not going to just forfeit all that work that I put in for them and just forget about them just because of that. I'm still going to continue to sell them, and again, that's me pushing the problem, because by selling that, I am pushing their game, and I don't really want to anymore.
So, I don't know if you know this, but we've got a website with lots of models. And whenever I say lots of models, I mean lots of models. We've got models for any setting that you can think of. With humans with biddies, animals that shouldn't have biddies but do have biddies, dwarves and elves with biddies. Look, we've got a lot of smut models. But it doesn't stop there. We really do have models for anything and everything. And to be honest, they look so good. Chef's kiss, so good. But it's not all smut for all you good Christian Minecraft server players. We've got you covered. And we even got the weebs covered too, which is unusual for this channel because we don't like weebs.
The weebs aren't that bad, okay? They're just fun to laugh at.
We also have 5th edition subclasses and adventures, which some of them are free for download, and we sell a physical printed copy of Steel Water as well, and you can request a signed version if that's your thing, where I'll draw a penis on it for you.
If you want us to sign a couple of decks, we'll give you decks, okay, guys? That's what you want.
Anyway, if you enjoy what we do here, go ahead and check out the website. It helps us out so much, and we don't need to worry about our YouTube overlord striking down another one of our channels. Our website is also now available as an app on Android. Also, and the winner of the daily giveaway is this guy! Yay! Woo! Woo!
Look, anyway, in for a chance to win, all you gotta do is like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, automatically entered in.
And to claim the prize, you just send an email to neckbeardiacontact@gmail.com. Let's get back to the video.
What really shocks me is that how stupid and how cowardly these people are. Because I guarantee you, like right now, me and James, Mr. Kyle Brink, from me to you, there's an open invitation for you to come on to the podcast/channel and have an actual interview with me, a humble Midwesterner, and this lovely Irish man here.
I don't want to
There's an open invitation for you to come on here, and we will personally show you why you're fucking retarded. Because right now, Mr. Kyle Brink, you're a fucking coward.
Yeah,
all right, you went on 2 nobody who cares channels who are super small and super barely out there. Like these guys barely have any videos. That's not being mean. It's the truth. These guys have barely any videos. Yet somehow
that's not saying like this channel's big by any means. Like, you know, there's way big. Like, honestly, see, if he wanted to, they should have went on Critical Role and talked about this.
Yeah,
they should have.
Especially,
had Critical Role. That would have been the way to go about it, and that's the way to show people. Not here, not on this channel. Go on the biggest you can. And have like a
signal boost
discussion. You know, that's the only way I would have seen it being able to work. But see, now this is the biggest bit for me is, so a lot of people are talking about it, but of course the even like the left leaning types that were so active aren't sticking up. Like, they're just not talking about it. They're just like brushing this under the rug, but they're not actively like
defending
it. But there is a good few, I would honestly say, borderline sock accounts. I'm going to assume that they are sock accounts, and like, you know, we all know how bad Twitter is when it comes to bots.
Sock these nuts.
They're kind of be like, no, this is all being taken out of context. Just watch this for yourself. We played it. Garble that over it. The links to the full video down below. I would recommend watching it, because
there's no way you can't understand the context unless you're just being a blissful idiot, which sounds like Twitter, really. A bunch of blissful fucking idiots.
Yeah, useful idiots. I believe that's the what do you call that Russian guy, the KGB one? His way of saying it, anyway. But
I have no idea.
This is where it gets better. So I believe Wizards are like, they don't want anything to do with this, and because it's not really, it hasn't really got any attention on like the normie sphere, they're kind of hoping this just blows over and people just forget about it. Because
They should just shut their fucking mouth.
Or
if they're smart,
or this is the thing, they either don't want to talk about it and they don't want to bring it up, or they agree with the statement. It's one or the other. Wizards.
A fucking boilerplate. I too believe that the OGL is squints at paper. Good,
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
and it's just like I hate how they gotta racially motivate every like D&D is not racial. This is not like fucking burning crosses and white robes. Fucking D&D. Like, at no point in history, as far as I'm aware, in Oklahoma, like the Stan Wadey state, okay.
Yeah.
At no point where they're like, yeah, we don't allow blacks at our game store. That's never fucking happened.
Yeah, honestly, see, the thing is, like, let's be serious. Most, like, 90, I would argue that nerd hobbies up until the last, like,
We're mostly white. Yeah.
well, not just white. I would argue that nerd-dominated hobbies have been well, they used to be anyway, quite welcoming within reason.
Oh,
to
yeah.
people. I up until, like, people realized, oh wait, no, we can't just let all the normies in because they ruin everything. But up until that point, I think most nerds were very keen to share their hobbies and interests with people, just because, again, people forget just how bad it would be to be considered like a
There is
nerd.
safety in numbers.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's true. I don't know. I feel like we're going back in time almost. Like, I don't know, how did things get so bad?
Oh, you mean it's getting more racial and people are pushing for segregation? Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
like they're doing they're literally going reverse with racism. Like, hold on, there's like this glorious golden bridge before us where all races can play tabletop together. This game utopia for tabletop. Like, you know what? Reverse, and they're like backing up towards like the burning cross forest on purpose. Like, what the fuck is going on here?
Look. All I'm gonna say is, I think, like, we're 24 minutes in. This to me is a pointless subject, because I feel like Wizards has been very blatant. They've said they've been talking about this for a long time. They've been very open about all this for a very long time. By one of the
racist?
Yeah, pretty much. By one of the employees turning around and actually saying it. Like, what difference does the company to an employee have? Bar that he's also,
well, not just an employee, he's second in command. The executive producer said this shit.
The guy in charge of D&D. The guy.
It's literally how deep the poison goes in this fucking company. How they're all looking through a racial lens, every fucking one of them. And I remember I've told the story before about the black kid who wanted to play D&D, but his dad kept beating the shit out of him, and his friends kept beating the shit out of him because black dudes don't play D&D. But that's just allegory, apparently.
Oh yeah, that doesn't work. Oh no, well, okay, go for it. You tell the story.
Well, I mean, it's just this guy. He loved tabletop games, but black subculture wouldn't allow him to play tabletop games in the early 2000s. He was always ridiculed for it. He got beat up for it. His dad called him a pussy. It's just,
would they call him like Oreo or something, or is it Oreo?
No, they called him some pretty awful fucking names, to be honest, and I can't repeat them here. Like, I'm not that brave. All right, I like having a channel.
Yeah.
But
I get that all the time. See people in the comments like, "Oh, James Goose, he never comments on this subject." It's like, because I don't want to get literally banned from every platform known to man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Like I feel comfortable saying that black people are holding black people back from D&D because it's true, because I've seen it firsthand. And there are no whites only signs in the fucking game store. There's no like founders and say like, oh yeah, this game's whites only. No one does that shit. You know why? Because nerds don't care. We just want to have fun. Like nerds are like, hey man, you like, if four black dudes walk into a game store, right, and wearing, who the fuck cares? There's a single little skinny white dude DM. He goes, oh, you guys been character sheets? That's all you gonna fucking ask, or snacks, one or the other, because they don't care. No one cares, man. You're at the game store, you're having fun, you're rolling dice, you're doing goofy shit by playing pretend. I think it's one of the biggest things with people of color, because the term minority sounds dumb when I say it, because you're not minorities, you're fucking Americans. You're Americans of color or people of color. Like you're a minority. No, you're an American citizen who just happens to be black. That's what.
No, Garbro. We need to be able to categorize these people so we can use them as leverage.
Man, I fucking refuse that shit.
No,
I fucking refuse that shit.
We must be able to use them. We need to be able to use them.
Okay.
That's the only way we can get through to them. All right, we have to use them as a tool to defeat the evil people. Of course.
Let me explain to you the Garbro pipeline. All right, I don't believe in African or Asian. You are just an American who is black. You're an American who is Asianic islander color. That's the Garbro pipeline. I've red pilled somebody like, oh yeah, no, not you're just black. You're a black American. Shut the fuck up. Like me, white American. You, black American. Because that's how it is. We're all Americans. You're not African American. You're born here. You're a fucking American. You just have to be black. To all you friendly black players out there, you are American-black. I'm American-white. Fucking like Shin Win over there. He's American-Asian. That's all. You're all Americans. All right. And the thing is just like. Well, I was going to say something for us. I already fucking forgot what it was. I'm already fucking angry. The shit makes me angry because it's just the only the only thing holding back players of color is other people of color. All right, it is a subcultures that want to because let's face it. All right, due to people like Kyle Brink and his retardation, D&D is seen as a white thing because they keep pushing it that way. Oh, this is a white person thing. It's not. It's a person thing. And the only thing holding people back are stigmas in subcultures with people like with Americans of color or people of color. That's the thing holding you guys back. The normal suburban white guys like me are going like, yeah, we don't take black people in our games. No one does that. No one does that
Just
shit.
imagine that. Also, it's such a oh my god! I thought it's such a funny.
Imagine being a black dude, like he's excited. He's got his first dwarf roll up. He's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna play a dwarf. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Shit. And he's walking to a fun game store. There's a table of white dudes. And they go, oh sorry, we don't allow blacks in our. That's never gonna happen. That's a liberal jerk off fantasy of like the Nazis taking over D&D. I'm pretty sure a Nazi will be like, oh, hello, my friend. Yes, bring your dwarf in here. We need one more player. Are you a healer? That's how it would work.
That's what I love the most. Even like the hyper SJW types, see, whenever they try to put in that morality clause with the OGL, even they just, we need to protect, like, we make sure that there's no like racist adventures, guys. Trust us. Even like the most liberal, like hyper SJW type of people did not fall for that, which was great. Honestly, that was the best thing about this whole OGL thing was they didn't fall for it. Even they didn't fall for it, which is great to see. So like all I'm gonna say is this guy's I'm not
this dude's a cuck.
Yeah,
all right, honestly, just say it. He's a fucking liberal cuck. Fuck him. Fuck off, him. Kyle Brink. We don't want you. Go back to the fucking liberal rice fields where you came from. Thanks. Goodbye.
So for me personally, I would never advocate to cancel someone. I don't agree with canceling. However, if this guy truly believes in what he says, if he does think that he needs to make way, you know what? Maybe he should step down and advocate or find someone who is more represented, as he says, and put them in. You know, why does he not do that? I think that's what he should do. And also, for a lot of people, I would say, just don't buy D&D. Just don't buy 5e products, please. Just don't. I think, honestly, look into new systems. Honest to God, I feel really bad for the people that do third party 5e content. But honestly, you guys that are making 5e third-party content also need to look into other systems. And maybe if you make it for 5e, also do a version for make it compatible rules for other systems. You know, look into it at least. You know, I think by continuing to produce third-party content is only helping Wizards. And if this is what they want, this is what they are interested in.
All they gotta do is stop feeding them games and let those fuckers flounder and drown. Because right now, every game y'all make is a fucking lifeboat with these fuckers. Like, oh, here you go. Like, oh god, a good content. Let those fuckers drown.
Yeah.
Let the cold, deep water take them under. All right, just let it happen. Don't try and bail these stupid assholes out.
But again, I don't think that you know what I fear. What I think what's going to happen to role playing games is look at video games in maybe 2006, 7, 8. Look at how different. Look at how video games were back then to what they are today, and how bad they have been. And we had the warning signs, and everyone knew what was going on, but people kept spending money. They kept buying it. People kept buying the DLC. People kept buying the season passes, and this is where we really have
you get what you fucking deserve.
we have to do the same, and that's how Wizards backed down with the OGL, and I believe 100% it was from people cancelling their D&B Beyond subscription, and I think that really hurt them. The thing is, D&D Beyond subscriptions, that probably makes up a big amount, a good chunk of their revenue, because
that's a consistent
every month. Yeah,
and that's a consistent money source. Yeah,
like that's a great money source for them, and I think that really hurt them. Honest to God, I really do beg you guys, look into new systems. So my World War One system is not quite ready yet. The demo is, but I'll link to it down below. And Garbgo's Kickstarter is up. His game is ready. My one's in a playable state, but Garbgo's is done, and he's just collecting for it. So I really would recommend maybe look into people that aren't dickheads. Don't get me wrong.
Hold on. We are both dickheads. We are both dickheads, James. Come on, we're both assholes, but at least we're honest assholes.
Yeah. Something like what do you call that? That speech from, was it Team America? Dicks and assholes. Oh my god, I can't
dicks fuck assholes.
Yeah. Oh my god, I can't believe I made that reference. Anyway. So yeah, honestly, look into, and honestly, there's a ton of great RPG writers out there, and there's a ton of great systems out there. I beg you to spend a bit of time and look into other systems. Just do it. Trust me. I don't think you'll regret it. It's not too difficult. I know you can find PDFs online easily enough. That's all I'm gonna say. If you find a game or a system that works better,
is not dog shit. Yeah,
pick it up, please. Pick it up. Also, if you are a let's say you're a player, if you're a 5e player, you're gonna have to learn to DM. So you're just going to have to, but it's not going to be half as bad, because let's say you only knew how to play 5e. Let's say you started playing a few years back and you've only played 5e, and the idea of DMing is daunting to you. Trust me, a lot of games aren't half as difficult as 5e.
No, not just
you will
if
be
a
able to, you will
if
be
a
able to do it.
thrice brain injured veteran can figure it out, so can you, bro. All right, you have no fucking excuse.
you will be just fine. You will get there. If you want to play something else, you're going to have to DM it. You can't just turn around to your DM and be like, here's like the core goals. Run the game, please. Do you know what I mean? You're going to have to do that yourself. Definitely spend the time and go for it, because I honestly do believe the way we are at the minute, we're at a crossroads. I 100% believe that if we do not vote with our wallets right now, we're just going to keep sailing in this direction, and we're going to be just as shit as what video games are now. When was the last time a good, apart maybe Hogwarts, that Harry Potter game that everyone's talking about?
Bro, that Harry Potter game was fucking wrecking people.
But when was the last time a good video game actually came out? Like, let's be serious. When was the last time you got enthralled by a game? When was the last time you really got immersed and you played for weeks or months on end?
Likely, the more hours the game has, the better it's going to be. Because literally, these soy people are literally like a litmus test for how base something a game's like. This game is horrible. Like, oh, why is it horrible? All these things, huh? Sounds like a good fucking game. All right, people go in there and buy that shit. Because these people hate fun. They hate fun. They look through a racist, sexist eye. Like, literally, these people are if these people wore a uniform, people be freaking the fuck out because it's literally like, if you don't have the pronouns, you must go to the camps.
You go to the
Like,
camps now.
It's just these people are a joke, and they're infecting everything like a disease. And I cannot wait for them to just finally learn that no one fucking likes them. Because think about it, how much shit is being destroyed and going away forever because of their mishandlings.
A lot, honestly. It's kind of sad
Like,
when you think about it.
You're better off listing what's not at this point.
Yeah,
Like,
and they're trying to destroy everything. You know what they do? They just want to water it all down. And oh my god, you know what?
They have their eyes set on 40K now. Like, fucking bring it, bro.
Look, all I'm gonna say is I think that's where I want to finish up because I do not want Wizards to be living in my head rent free. And to me, I said this before. They're
in the walls.
When we did,
they're in the goddamn walls.
But whenever we did the OGL video, I said we weren't gonna do anything else about it, and we didn't. Really
and then you did.
Well,
and then you did.
Well,
and then
this,
you did.
well, this is it. I consider this like the end of it, just because. To me, what this guy was doing was he was trying to go on like a. Sorry, we're really sorry, guys. We're really sorry.
My wife's boyfriend told me to say sorry.
This to me is like an expansion to the whole OGL thing. Hopefully this is the end, but it's not going to be. It's not going to be the end of Wizards because, let's be serious, Magic the Gathering is still a massive cash cow for them, even if D&D's doing poorly. Maybe they might someday sell off D&D if they really can't handle it. And the thing is, like, it's happened before with TSR, so like anything's possible. But yeah, look, guys, that's where we're gonna finish up. I would say, what do you think about this? But I think we're all on the same
we all
page.
know.
I think we're all on the same page on this one. I hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully tomorrow we'll be doing some actual, like, just talking about role-playing games and fun stories and all that type of
You're
stuff.
cute.
I hope. I really do hope. I miss that. I miss it so much, man.
I miss being happy, Doge face.
What's that? What was that meme? I don't want to be horny anymore. I want to be happy.
I don't want to be horny anymore. I just want to be happy.
Yeah. Anyway, look, I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Oh.